It's Shanelle Leonard, and I'm here today to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, especially for beginning actors. I am here today to talk about 3 tips on how to pick a perfect monologue. Today, I want to talk about how to pick the right monologue for you. So if you're someone who wants to get into acting and you want to participate in these challenges, but you don't have a monologue, guess what? You tuned into the right place, ha! You tuned into the right place, ha! Because I'm going to be showing you and talking about how to pick the right piece for yourself, okay? So, tip number 1. The first thing you want to do is find a piece that speaks in your voice. And what I mean by that is, if I were to be going to find a monologue, I would not pick a piece, let's say by an old white man, an 80-year-old white man, because for one, he probably is not going to talk the way that I talk. For 2, I might not be able to relate with what he's talking about. And 3, it's just like you can't see me playing that character. So you want to pick a character from a play, from a movie, from a script where you can literally be plugged into that role today. Like for me, if I wanted to pick a monologue and I was just starting out, let's go with some of the classics. Let's say I would look at an August Wilson play, and I would look at, okay, a black woman in her late 20s, early 30s, kind of smart, witty, all that kind of thing. I would look at different characteristics that I have, and I would look for that in a character, and I would pick a speech that she has in the play. You know what I mean? So you want to find material where you can literally play that role tomorrow if you were to be casted in, okay? Especially when you're starting out. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2. You want to find a piece that sparks a fire in you, okay? You want to find something that you relate with, something that speaks to your internal voice that's inside that makes you go, ha, yes, amen, or something that excites you. For an example, I love Angela Bassett, okay? I love her. For an example, she was in Waiting to Exhale. And the younger people, you might not know what I'm talking about, but people of my age, you might know what I'm saying. She has this scene where she's in the closet and she just finds out that her husband is cheating on her, you know? And she has this scene where she's getting rid of all his clothes, all his things, and she's she's packing it up so she can put it in a car and set it on fire. But as she's grabbing the clothes, she's speaking like, 742, that's the number of times we made love. How dare him? She's going off on him. And when I first saw that scene, I was like, yes, get his stuff, girl, rip his stuff up. That excited me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't necessarily pick that piece for a monologue because there's a lot of action going on, but you want to find something that makes you say yes, something that you're like excited to try on, excited to play, and something that you can ultimately relate with. Now, if you're younger, like I said in tip number 1, you want to find something that you can relate with, like wanting a boyfriend or having a crush, you know what I mean? Things like that. You don't want to shoot for something that's so mature that it's like, whoa, it makes the auditioner feel awkward. You don't want to shoot for that. So yeah, that's tip number 2. Find a piece that excites you. So that means looking at movies, finding big chunks of text where you're one of your favorite characters or a character who resembles your same essence. You want to find a piece that they're speaking that is like, wow, I want to talk about that, or wow, I went through that same thing. You know what I mean? That's the monologue for you. When you find that spark, or when something like inside you jumps, that's the monologue for you, okay? Tip number 3. Guess what, you guys? If you can't find anything that sparks an interest in you or that ignites that fire in you, which I find it hard to believe because there's a ton of plays out there and there's a ton of movies, guess what? You can write your own material. Yes, you have the power to write your own material. Okay, I write my own material all the time, and sometimes using my own voice and writing about experiences that I went through that speak to me is much more powerful than trying to put on somebody else's story, which can be powerful too, don't get me wrong. But when you're starting out, there is nothing wrong with writing your own monologue. Okay, you want to try to make sure to keep it at a minute, a little bit over at a minute and 30, something like that. And you want to make sure that the piece is active. And what I mean by that is, to make it active is you can pretend as if you're writing to somebody else. So what I mean by active is as if like something just happened and now you're getting ready to confront the person. Like, let's say someone walked into my room right now and I was going to say, okay, I can't believe John tried to date my best friend behind my back. So the piece that I'm writing is going to be the moment where I confront John. So John walks in, and then I say, hey, John, I heard what you did. Da 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 da. You go into your piece. You know what I mean? So when you're writing, you just want to keep it active. You don't want it to be kind of stale and be on one note. You want it to have pitfalls and valleys and things like that, just to show your acting capability. So yeah, get out your notebook, get out your pen, and write your own material if you need to. You have the power to do that. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you were able to take away some nuggets of wisdom when it comes to picking your own monologue. And I hope I've encouraged you to even write your own material. And if you have any questions and you want to basically talk about how to write your own material, or if you have any further questions and you want to brainstorm on putting together a monologue, please message me below in my comments, subscribe to my channel, and also if you're interested in any acting coaching sessions, please hit me up as well. I've taken on my first student. She's awesome. And actually this week we're going to have a monologue writing session where we're going to brainstorm ideas together and talk about some of the things that she went through, and we're going to create a piece together. And so if that's also something that you're interested in, please link your email below and your name below, and we can get to it. We're better together, and I love helping. And so yeah, why not? Why not use this time wisely? Okay, so tune in next time, and I hope you guys have a lovely week. All right, see you next time. Bye.